All right. We have returned with the Entertainment Podcast, and we've got a movie to review, a game to talk about, and some announcements as well. Fun times. My name is Micah Curtis.
I'm Alex Baldwin, also known as The Hatman.
Welcome back to Micah and The Hatman Live. All right. So, Hatman, get us started. What was your pick of the week?
Into the Spider-Verse.
A movie I can't watch.
Okay, mic's all fixed. Cool. Anyway, yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. So, Micah, I'll be straight with you. It really, really, really is worth seeing.
Can't see it.
I know you can't see it because, yeah, for the same reason that I can't play Spider-Man PS4, which is kind of ironic.
In a weird way.
But, yeah, but it's worth seeing, paid or not. It is worth seeing. It is really, really, really good. They actually did Miles Morales, the character of Miles Morales, justice without going full woke, without really going woke at all. Like, there's literally one woke thing that I could find in it, and it was a mural that said "Rest in Power," and even then, that's like half asleep. Yeah, like all the affirmative action, Me Too, Spider, that was not a fucking factor, like, at all. That no. Everybody was played off as like a genuine character. Nothing felt like a diversity insert at all. It was great. So justice without the social part. Yeah, pretty much. No, Miles. It really does center around Miles Morales. It is almost like an origin story for him specifically, and they play it off. The first 20 minutes or so, they play it off very, very similarly to Ultimate Spider-Man. What led up to him becoming, Peter Parker's replacement in Ultimate Spider-Man. Main villain is Kingpin, and I'm not talking about like Netflix Kingpin. I'm talking like built like a fucking house Kingpin. I'm talking like literal squared off shoulders Kingpin. He's pretty fucking cool looking. And he's pretty menacing too, which is weird because you've got Green Goblin is in it for a little bit. Not that long. But Kingpin is like the main villain, and he feels like genuinely scary, which is good, absolutely good. However, you've also got Dr. Octopus in it. By the way, Dr. Octopus is a chick in this.
Interesting.
Which is hilarious. It works. It actually really, really works. Like the reveal is really cool the way they did it. But it's classic Doc Ock, pretty much. And then Prowler is in it too. And Prowler
doesn't surprise me because he's linked to Miles.
Yeah. But that's, because it's a Miles story. But that's about it. Kingpin is obviously the big bad here. As far as like the other Spider people go, like the alternate universe Peter Parker, he's actually got some character development too over the course of the movie. Gwen Stacy, sort of, like, not really. She's introduced rather early on, actually, but she doesn't develop a whole lot. And then Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham are more or less put in as joke characters, and same with Penny Parker. They're all thrown in as joke characters for the most part, but they're like funny, like legitimately funny. Not even trying to go like edgy humor or bullshit humor. They're legitimately funny. I mean, Nicolas Cage is Spider-Man Noir.
What?
Nicolas Cage is Spider-Man Noir.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Whoa! Holy Ninja, $20. What's this about? Thank you, by the way, but what be this? Game Night, Sentinels of the Multiverse, Steam Edition. Hellblade, Senwa's Sacrifice. One or the other, I'm guessing. Merry Christmas and watch out for Mecha Stalin. I'll tell you what, I've wanted to play Hellblade, Senwa's Sacrifice for ages. I will definitely pick that up.
Also, they're saying your mic is messed up again, so. All right. While you do that, I'll keep going. Haven't sold you on the film yet, Audis Whisper. If I haven't sold you on it, that's fine. Micah, I know your biggest complaint was, well, aside from the whole director being a shithead thing, was the animation style.
Yeah, the lowering of the frame rate really hurts. Like, legitimately made me ill.
Honestly, like it's a lot smoother than the previews gave it.
So it runs closer to 30 frames per second, basically.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
There's that at least.
The slower bits are basically for some aesthetic effects. Just like you've got the balloons popping up it's supposed to be like a comic book. I mean, you've obviously got the rosette patterns all over the animation.
Yeah.
That stays there. That's in it all the way through. And even I don't know if you noticed it, but you can tell in the previews too. Like the patterns are different for Spider-Man Noir, for Penny Parker, for Spider-Ham, for Spider-Gwen. Even like it's really good. I really like this animation style. And to be perfectly honest with you, I kind of wish that Sony would keep doing this instead of their proposed live-action Spider-Man universe. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I really like this. There is a post-credit scene, which is hilarious, by the way. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but also something I feel like I need to talk about is Stan Lee. This was a really sad Stan Lee cameo. The first words that came out of his mouth were, "I'm really gonna miss him."
Oh man.
And I was like, I'm gonna miss you too, Stan. Like legit, I was tearing up. I'll admit it. I was tearing up. And they had a little thing at the end, which was a tribute to Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. So I was very pleased that they tossed that in for him.
So, Talon Silverbrain donated $5 while you were talking. Says, how much to get us to watch Saint Oni-san?
Is this waifus?
I don't know what this is. Isn't that a YouTuber, Oni-san, or whatever?
I have no idea.
Oh, Saint Young Men. It's the Jesus and Buddha anime.
Oh, okay.
We might legitimately enjoy that one though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Hatman, yeah. Final recommendation.
Thumbs up. I would say definitely go see it. If you don't like that the director's a shithead, watch it using other means. It's worth watching.
Okay. So my pick of the week was a hard one, oddly enough. So I did not play anything really new this week, but I was introduced to a new... Oh, wait, tattoo update, for those wondering. Healing up fairly nicely. I'll switch to this camera for it. But it's in the scabbing phase, so it's going to look a little gross here. If I can get the damn thing on camera.
Scabs.
Yeah, you can kind of see like the center of it where there's all that ink work. There's a red spot, and the scabbing is kind of bad there. But the rest of it you can see healed over quite nicely.
Yeah. Well, it's to be expected that there'll be some scabbing.
Yeah, but one scab was actually kind of deep. So I'm worried that it might have to get touched up. But other than that, the rest of it looks fine. So I've only had it for a week now, or like a little over a week, and it takes usually about 3 weeks to heal. So anyway, but I was introduced to a band yesterday by my best friend Josh, who came down to visit during my little mental health break, which I desperately needed and almost didn't completely happen because it just seemed like I could not avoid shitheads on Friday, and that was not fun time, or Thursday rather. That was not fun times. So anyway, point being is that he introduced me to a band called Parkway Drive, which doesn't sound very metal, but I listened to the album Ire, and god damn, these guys are good. So that was almost my pick of the week. So I went into Discord and I said, I can't choose. Should I do Tekken 7 Season 2 or should I do Parkway Drive's Ire? And the patrons said Tekken 7 Season 2, so here it is. So, quick rundown of the characters released so far. There are 2 more that will be released, and I'll talk about them here in a second. Lei Wulong is back, and when you play him, you realize why nobody really ever played him, that people just asked for him to come back just so he would be there, because he's been a staple of the franchise forever. What's the middle fingers for?
I like Lei Wulong.
You're like the only person who likes him. Like,
then I will be the only one.
Let's say, is he your first pick when it comes to Tekken characters?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you are the only one. You're the only one who legitimately actually wanted him back, aside for him to just sit there in the roster.
Yeah, ever since Tekken 2. Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody else dropped him after day. Everyone else dropped him after day 1 because he's really fucking complicated and hard to use. He is a technician's character, and he's easily the most technical character in the roster. So needless to say, ridiculously complicated character. I was not a fan. Was not a fan at all. Never really have been. Now, on the other hand, then the other character that was in the first wave was Anna Williams, who is Queen of All Thoughts. You think I'm kidding?
Anna is the Queen of All Thoughts, not Nina?
No, Anna is. She is. You look at her win poses and stuff like that. One of them, she's literally shaking her tits at you. Nina does not do that. Nina is a cold-blooded killer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Anna has one outfit in it where she's wearing hot pants and a thong that's pulled over her hip bones. Like, she's like super thought. So, and it's not a trap. Anna Williams is a chick. So, needless to say, she is Queen Thought. Now, as a character playing her, she's similar to Nina. The difference being is that she's got longer juggle combos and a couple more options like that. And also, she does have a really, really good grapple chain. One that does a lot more damage than Nina's. So, she's technique-wise, she's a good character. Damage is okay. But she's more about, speed and technique, pretty much, and kind of mixing people up. Now, the next 2 characters who were released after that are the reasons that I bought the season pass, plus Negan, of course. First one was Craig Marduk. Craig Marduk is a human ape, but that's kind of why I like him. He's fun as fuck, to say the least. He seems to have launcher combos from everywhere, and half of his abilities are ones that can carry you to the wall, and he has a wall grapple that does like 20% damage. So he hits one solid combo on you in a small arena, you're fucked. Plus his rage drive can almost insta-kill. Like, he's crazy. The thing is he's slow. He's kind of the Zangief of the game. You know, if King was Alex, you know, Marduk is Zangief. He's fun as hell though, but he takes some learning to say the least, because some of his more complex combos are crazy. But what's really weird about him is that he has a grapple that acts as a launcher that you can combo out of and then go into another grapple with him. He's nuts. The only problem with him is he's very predictable, aside from his lack of speed, obviously. You know, he's got 2 staple moves that people like to throw out. He has a lot of mids, so if you don't low block, you're not really going to have too many problems with him. I played online against a couple people who were Marduk players and beat them, you know, and a lot of tournament players play on PC, so that'll tell you something. Like, PC's hard online for Tekken 7, to say the least. But yeah, he's still a fun as hell character, if nothing else. Plus, they give him a big fucking mountain man beard, and it looks really cool. And then, of course, they brought back my other boy, motherfucking Armor King. So, those who do not know, I love the kings in Tekken. Mishimas can all fuck off. The kings are where it's at. Because they have the most interesting story, in my opinion. First off, they're Mexican luchadors who speak only in jaguar noises, are Catholic, and run orphanages. Basically, they're
literally fighting for the kids.
Yes. So here's how it goes. Here's the king mythology, if I recall this all correctly. King 1 and Armor King, best friends, and tag team partners in Mexico and in Japan too. Which a lot of wrestlers who stay overseas tend to wrestle mostly in those 2 areas and independent shows. I couldn't imagine the Kings in a bingo hall though. But anyway, so Armor King 1 was actually the 3rd place in the original Tekken tournament, meaning the only 2 people around that time in the Tekken tournament who were better than him were Kazuya and Heihachi. That tells you something about how talented the Kings are. They're often considered to be the best outside of the Mishimas. Second tournament, King does very well. Armor King does very well for themselves. They don't win it, obviously. The winner, I believe, in the second tournament was... I want to say Heihachi won it, because it was Shithead who was hosting it. I forget his name. Not Jin. Jin's in 3. Kazuya. Yeah. So in between 2 and 3, there's like a 10-year time gap. King 1 is killed by Ogre. The second king is trained by Armor King, and he was basically a child in that orphanage, and learns the king style of wrestling, and goes after Ogre. Does not succeed. It's a combination of Paul Phoenix and Jin Kazama who bring him down. Fourth game comes around is where Marduk comes into play. Marduk kills Armor King in a bar fight. Kills him. King goes for revenge. Tekken 5, that's still the same story. And he almost kills Marduk. Marduk's no joke, mind you. And the second Armor King, which is the current one, shows up, and it's it's the original Armor King's brother, and he's basically like he fights like a Japanese heel wrestler. Let me put it this way: if King, for those of you who are wrestling fans, if King is someone like a mix between if the original King is Scott Steiner, pre Big Papa Pump, style-wise, which, you know, he does the Frankensteiner, he does suplexes and all this stuff for running power bombs and shit like that for days. Armor King is basically Shinsuke Nakamura. Or the Great Muta. More so the Great Muta. And the Great Muta is one of my favorites ever. So that's part of the reason why I fucking love Armor King. he is more strike-based than King is. He does the green mist, and it's actually his rage drive now. And, he's ridiculously high damage. He's much faster than Marduk. He is basically plays like a combination of King and the Mishimas. Like a mixture of King, the original King, and Kazuya. And he's fucking great. His combo potential is off the wall. He has several different launcher options. His neutral is a lot better than Marduk's, though not as fast as Lei and Nina, and Anna, rather. And look at his design. Like, I know Hatman's like, God, he's talking about wrestling again, but Hatman...
No. It's not that. It's Hardboiled Entertainment said that because he's wearing a Jaguar mask, he's a furry.
No. He is not a furry.
Hardboiled Entertainment, I will pray for you.
That's a wrestler. That's not a furry.
I will pray for you.
By that credit, Tiger Mask was a furry. But no, he's a luchador. So, but look at his design, though, in this one. It's like an interesting mix between like Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the old school Armor King style, and a Japanese heel wrestler like a Shinsuke Nakamura. Like I love the design of it. Like, what do you think, honestly, Hatman?
It looks fucking badass.
Yeah. So, and there will be 2 more characters in season 2.
Holy shit! I just realized something. It looks like he just walked out of fucking Castlevania.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Armor King for Castlevania.
And Smash.
And Smash, yes.
King and Armor King and Smash would be fucking great.
Armor King for Smash.
I mean, just like the trailer for King and Armor King and Smash, you just put him up against Ken and Ryu. People would go crazy. Fuck it. Hell yeah, man. But anyway, the next 2 characters are Julia Chang, who has been turned into a Twitch thought. She's a fucking Twitch streamer. And then who would be Stone Cold Steve Austin? Armor King. He actually does the Stone Cold Stunner as a maneuver. Well, they both do stunners, but Armor King has the traditional setup. But anyway, and oddly enough, King does the rock bottom. But
the real Street Fighter cross Tekken.
Hell yeah, dude. But will be Julia, and then of course motherfucking Negan. And it has been confirmed by Jeffrey Dean Morgan he is doing the voice work in the game. And is apparently very excited by it. Oh, and his stage, if you use him, he walks out of the trailer. So, yeah.
Advanced yet?
Yeah, and he says that, like, it's great. So, needless to say, if you have not picked up Tekken 7 yet, it is on sale on the Steam sale. I believe it's under $20, and both of the season passes are really worth them. You get a lot of really good characters out of, Season Pass 1 was Geese and Noctis and Tekken Bowling, and Geese is fucking great too. Because basically my main 3 characters I use in this are King, Armor King, and Geese. As my buddy Josh found out, you don't want to play me with either, any of them. But it really is really awesome. And yeah, if you kill with Negan's rage attack, it's basically an echoing of Glenn, and he goes, "Lucille is a vampire bat." I really ought to, when I finish slimming down, I'm gonna do like Negan for Halloween.
Do it.
Because with the beard, I kind of can pull it off. It's just growing the hair out that would take me a few months, but I can do a decent impression if nothing else. But yeah, needless to say, Tekken 7 very much worth it, especially with both season passes. The first season is, 2 more characters, Tekken Bowling, and 2 new stages. The current season is all characters: Lei, Anna, Armor King, Marduk, Julia, and then motherfucking Negan. So,
who said I had Exterminatus immunity? I do not have Exterminatus.
He's been Exterminatus before.
I have been Exterminatus multiple times.
Yes.
So, no, I do not have immunity. I'm only still standing because I got a bunch of extra guys when I was in high school. Don't take that the wrong way, pervert.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Topic number 1. Doom Patrol has been announced for Disney's streaming service. DC's.
Yeah. Disney bought DC, apparently.
Hello, Monopoly.
But no, Doom Patrol apparently had a bit of an introduction in Titans, which we didn't watch because
fuck that.
Don't fuck Batman. But apparently, Brendan Fraser is playing Robot Man.
Yeah.
When's the last time Brendan Fraser was in like anything ever?
I don't know. That actually made me a little like interested in it.
Yeah,
a little
nostalgic. Yeah, I'm not sold on this. Like even with like the whole Doom Patrol Teen Titans connection, and yeah, I know they did Doom Patrol in what, like the last season of the Teen Titans animated series. I think it was. This is not going to convince me to buy the DC streaming service, DC Universe, I think it's called.
The only thing I would really want it for is Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League and Batman the Animated Series. But
Batman the Animated Series is on Amazon.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, see, there you go. You don't even need...
And so is Superman the Animated Series.
See, you don't even need...
You need it literally for one show, and it's Justice League.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, it's... Titans was really good. I can't get on board with it.
I can't get on board with Dick Grayson killing people.
Yeah, that, and God, even Starfire just looks god-awful. And everybody really looks bad in that. Like, Beast Boy looks bad, too. What the hell?
It looks like trash. And let's not pretend that aesthetics don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, Micah was just saying he didn't care to watch Into the Spider-Verse because of the aesthetics. Even though it's a really good movie. We have our limits. We have our limits. But no, this is not going to convince me or really like anyone, I think, to pick this up or to watch it. Even though they're bringing Cyborg into it, like, why?
And he looks terrible.
Yeah, what is the point of pulling Cyborg into it? Like, if you're gonna go full nostalgia for the Teen Titans show, put Beast Boy in there. I don't know. This makes no sense to me.
I just don't really... I don't even know. Like, why... Like, there's a classic Doom Patrol lineup. Why not just do that? Like, why do you even need Cyborg? I don't even remember Cyborg ever being in the Doom Patrol.
Cyborg was not in the Doom Patrol. They've got everybody from the classic lineup. But
they added Cyborg.
They added Cyborg.
Okay, yeah. I don't. I saw the trailer and I was kind of just meh.
Yeah, I'm not sold on it.
Yep. So that's kind of the long and short of that. Let's move on.
Yeah.
As Jeremy has said, since he's been on the podcast before, go woke, get broke. EA is learning that right now.
EA has fucked the dog, as it were. So where do we even start? Like, they were already in the tank for fucking up Battlefront 2.
Yep.
Now they're even more in the tank for fucking up Battlefield 5.
Which, up until Battlefield 5, was a license to print money.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just... Good God. How many times have we said it is pants on head retarded to tell potential customers to not buy your product?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. No, this is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I get it. I get it that it's screwed the pooch, but when you have gone above and beyond that, you fuck the dog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, no. So now EA doesn't know what the fuck to do. Battlefield 5 is constantly on sale. I think the Xbox store has got it on sale for like half price until the end of the year.
Yep.
And I'm kind of sure at this point that by that time it's going to drop down to about $30 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Sort of like how Fallout 76 dropped in price after the first week.
And you can buy Battlefront 2 for less than 10 on sale right now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... Yeah. Nothing is safe from EA now. This is the darkest timeline for EA. Yeah, they've already fucked up Mass Effect. The Star Wars license is more or less fucked at this point. Battlefield is fucked. And Dragon Age is about to get fucked too. Yeah.
I did a whole video on that, which hit 24,000 viewers, so thank you guys. That's the most popular video I've had in a long time. And the point stands on that. It's like, the instant those woke tweets came out, somebody at EA had better have gone, no! Fucking no! Don't do that! Like, if I worked at EA, if they made me in charge of EA tomorrow, I would walk down to BioWare's offices and just start... You know that British sketch of The Slap? But the version of it that has Rip and Tear playing in the background? That's pretty much what it would be.
Yeah. Yeah. Pinscrap says there's always dead space. Honestly, I don't know, man. Like, Dead Space 3 was not nearly as good as the first two. It was all right. Not nearly as good as the first two. And that more or less just killed the franchise. It's pretty much done at this point.
Darth Bobcap donated $1, said, "This is like doing a Fantastic Four cartoon, randomly having Beast up from X-Men in it." I'm guessing in reference to Doom Patrol.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong.
The only thing that I would do if I were at EA, I would immediately greenlight Admiral Holdo Killing Simulator.
Oh my god.
That would make money.
Oh my god.
People would be all over that shit.
Oh my god. So what's next on their slate aside from this? Anthem
and Dragon Age 4.
Well, Dragon Age 4 we know has already gone woke. So
yes, and Anthem it is rumored that Anthem there's a closed alpha right now and it's not looking good. It's apparently almost literally a Destiny clone with jetpacks.
Oh my god. Destiny's not even that great.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Dude, I like they gave Destiny 2 out for free on the PlayStation Network.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
So I downloaded it. And the opening cinematic played. And it threw so many terms at me that I had no fucking clue what they meant. I immediately hit the PlayStation button, closed the application, and deleted the game.
Yeah,
because it's like, in the time and the age of the bronze monkey, the avatar of peace and wisdom and buttfuckery took arms against this motherfucker right here. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this means.
Even fucking Marathon was not like that, and Marathon went like way over your head at times. But even that was not like the first fucking terminal is, all right, we're going to throw all of the fucking exposition at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a problem with the first Destiny too. It's like if you wanted to know anything, like you had to go to like Bungie's website and whatever that codex was on there. No. And even then, like I could not justify playing Destiny 2 after the first one. It was just so fucking boring.
Exactly.
How do you make a boring fucking Bungie game? That's what I want to know. What the hell happened?
I don't know. I really don't know. Needless to say, though, EA is in trouble.
Yeah, they're very in trouble.
They really do need to right the ship, to say the least.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you can't be held up on your sports franchises forever.
Exactly.
You can't.
All right. Let's move on to the final topic of the day. So, channel announcements. We are reaching 2019. Obviously, the podcast is within its third year. We are starting to see subscriber increases again on my main channel, which I'm going to continue to produce regular content on. A lot of people are really liking the vlogs. I'm going to start talking about video games more often, and comics and entertainment in general, and just kind of being a broad form channel in that regard. Sort of what like what Ethan's doing. I kind of feel like I've sort of ostracized a small portion of the audience who subscribed for video game content, and I haven't talked about it at all. So I'm going to start doing that a little bit more often and just kind of mixing things in, because I've noticed that there is crossover, you know, between different topics, because nerds are nerds, and I love nerds. So, nerds! Anyway, but what we want to do is, no, we are not breaking up like the super best friends before you ask.
No, we're not.
We are not getting divorced. We are not separating the posters because they would stay with me anyway. You know, we actually have good news for you guys.
Yes, this is good news. In the spirit of Christmas, we come bringing gifts.
Exactly. So, what we have to announce, the big announcement, we had talked about this last year, is that we wanted to open a shirt store. Online, not just channel merch, actual designs by good artists who want to do this sort of thing, to basically get cheap, affordable print, awesome looking print shirts out there for people to buy that are Deus Voltish, that have a patriotic theme to them, and so on and so forth. And so we are announcing in February there will be a site coming out called Patriot Wear. Now, Patriot Wear will have, of course, Micah and the Hatman merch. So if you want a "Millions Will Die" t-shirt or something along those lines, those will be available for sure.
Yep. Millions Will Die, Deus Vult, probably helicopters.
Yes.
Obviously, we can't do a fuck 'em shirt. We might be able to get away with Exterminatus, maybe.
Maybe that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens on that one. But needless to say, there will be those little things. But we will mostly be focusing on just cool designs, and things along those lines. And we'll be able to produce them for cheaper than a lot of other people are able to produce their merch for. So you'll be able to afford it on a good budget.
Yeah.
The basic idea is that we wanted to create a clothing company that was basically focused on, you know, the God, family, country, with that theme in mind, you know.
I'll be printing these. I'll just come out straight up and say it. I'll be printing them. My family owns a screen printing shop, so it'll be me that's actually either screening these or direct to garment printing them, whichever one we end up doing, depending on how many colors we do the designs for. So they're going to go through my hands. So you can blame me if anything goes wrong.
So if anything goes wrong, you blame Hatman.
Yes, if anything goes wrong, blame Hatman.
Yes.
But yes, that's how we're able to do this. So it's not going to be any sort of, you know, mega corp that we're running this through. It's going to be a small business, and it's going to come from us to you, quite literally.
Yes. International shipping for foreigners, if you're willing to pay it.
If you're willing to pay it, we can do it.
I have already emailed a couple of artists about who had talked about this last year, see if they're still interested. Hopefully they will say yes. Hopefully they will have ideas for me. But like I said, the launch will be in February.
Yes.
So,
Holy Ninja asks, is there going to be options for materials other than cotton? After the store opens up, get in touch with me. We can probably figure something out, because I know that we've done like polyester and stuff before. I don't know all the materials that are available to us, but we can find a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
So just Dutch.
Darth Bobcat says via chat, shirt idea, Spencer brand juice. You'll see it everywhere. I don't want to go that far.
That might be a little bit tricky. People might get the wrong idea from that.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Hashtag Patriot Bricks. Oh God.
Yes, that one might actually happen. But anyway, other things to mention is that we will be retooling the Patreon around that time to basically, for those of who are patrons, higher patron levels will get discounts in the store. So, something to mention. We have had people mention the idea of us moving to Subscribestar. Probably not a total move. Because they don't go through PayPal anymore. They can't. If there is enough of a demand, and you in the audience will have to let us know if this demand exists. Let us know if you would support the channel through Subscribestar because you can't do it through Patreon because of things that they've been doing. You don't want to do that. Let us know, and then we will set that up. But because there of course is the benefit of getting into the Discord server as well, where you can ask me questions and things along those lines. So, but that will be retooled to say the least. Last thing is I got together with Bob Stone, the artist on Project Lazarus, the Project Lazarus. Right now, the Indiegogo, we are aiming at the middle of January to launch it. I'm looking at January the 14th, which is a Monday.
A week before my birthday.
Yes, as a launch date. So, we will have the tiers set up as of right now. We currently do not have a poster artist. So we are probably going to end up doing the cover of the book as the poster for the poster tier. But we will have that. We will have a t-shirt option for people. We will have a work shirt option, which is like a button-up work shirt that you'll have as an option as well, and a couple others. So, middle of January, Project Lazarus hits Indiegogo. Very much looking forward to it. Bob's apparently got a ton of work done. So yeah, needless to say, it is going to be a crazy next couple of months for us, for sure.
Oh, yes.
Now, if there are any delays, we will let you know. And for what reason. We will keep you guys in the loop. So, but yeah, needless to say, we will definitely be retooling the Patreon. One thing I will say is that if we launch Subscribestar, more than likely we might end up doing so. The minimum that they do is $3. We would, just to be fair, we would probably match that on Patreon, meaning anyone who had a previous tier, you're grandfathered in for the previous one, and I'm not going to kick you out of the Discord server or something like that, just so you know. So, that is basically the long and short of the announcements. So, yeah. You know, so there will be discounts. The store, Patriot Wear, will have a ton of cool looking shirts. We're going to do t-shirts, work shirts, different stuff like that. We're also going to, when the comics come out and they actually are released, because we don't really have a way of getting into Diamond as of right now because we don't have a publisher, we will probably just sell on a per issue basis from the website as well. Both a base comic and a director's cut. Which the director's cut is the stretch goal for the campaign. Right now the goal is going to be sitting at 8,000, because that will cover paying the artist, colorist, letterer, and all the printing. Everything else is gravy, basically. And we'll be able to. The goal is to hit 10,000 because that would cover another 16-page story in issue 0 that I wrote just recently. That Hatman can tell you is very intense. for being as short as it is.
Yeah. Bob's going to have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy fucking comic. But I think you guys are going to love it. I really do. I think that I'm just going to fucking say it. My goal within like the Comicsgate community, and no offense to Nazar Rabidi or anybody else, is that my goal is to be the best of all the writers and to be the guy that everybody's chasing when it comes to skill. And I think I can do it. The goal is basically for the next year for people to be knocking at my door, figuratively speaking, saying, "I'm an artist, please write a comic for me." So, that's the goal. But anyway, that's really all I have for announcements. So let's go ahead and move into the Q&A.
Let me go back to the Twitter.
And for those saying, for asking, better than Chuck Dixon? I love Chuck, but the goal is to compete. You know, it's a friendly competition.
Yes,
but to compete. All right, from the Discord, Holy Ninja Toe asks, for the entertainment podcast, thoughts on Hellsing Ultimate Abridged? Fun.
I don't watch it. I don't really care to. I wasn't really big on Hellsing, so.
Sinner.
Exterminatus on Hatman.
Nah. But, Holy Ninja Toe says that $20 donation is for me to do both. If I can get both of them for $20, I definitely will. Have we considered trying out Final Fantasy XIV, and what would your ideal MMO be? I have not considered trying out Final Fantasy XIV because the only MMO I'm really interested in playing right now is the Old Republic, because the Old Republic is Star Wars.
I don't play MMOs, and I do not play Final Fantasy. So, no.
No Final Fantasy at all?
No. I've never played a Final Fantasy game that I liked aside from Tactics Advance, and that really was not a Final Fantasy game. That was Tactics Ogre.
Yeah. Same dev team.
Final Fantasy 3 broke me.
How did 3 break you? And Japanese 3 or American 3?
Japanese 3.
Really? That's an interesting one.
Yeah. Because grind fest.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking grind fest.
That's true.
No, I quit. I quit. I quit before the final boss too. That's the worst part. I could not hold my sanity any longer.
Goodness.
Anyway, from the Twitters. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Can you believe it's almost the year of our Lord 2019 and there has never been a woman in a film ever until Captain Marvel?
Shocking, I know.
Incredibly shopping. Wow. Yes, it is shopping, isn't it?
That's what we'll be doing
it's that
next.
time of year. Dank Horse Elric, of course. Wow, I still love that name.
Oh, yeah.
One of my New Year's resolutions is to finally start a YouTube channel, and I had a few questions. Question 1, what editing software should I use? I don't have the money for Premiere or Vegas, but I'm worried Windows Movie Maker will be too limited and unprofessional. What do you guys use?
Vegas.
I've used Premiere Pro in the past. It's kind of complicated. I would not use Windows Movie Maker for it.
No.
I would not use iMovie for it, at all. God, I would not use iMovie, period, since they fucked it up 10 years ago. But anyway, no, you find ways to get either Premiere or Vegas, like even if it's trials.
You can pay a monthly fee to have Premiere.
Yeah, but just try them out first and see which one you like better.
Yeah,
and then go for it. I have no experience in Final Cut, so if you for some reason have
Final Cut's a resource hog.
Yeah, I have no experience in it, so I can't say anything about it.
I've used all of them. I liked Vegas the most. It's very beginner friendly. It's not hard to figure out, and there's tutorials all over YouTube for it.
Yeah. Well, there's tutorials for pretty much every Adobe product ever.
True, but for Premiere, you're in for like a 15-minute watch. With Vegas, It's like half that. Vegas is very good for simple editing, but a lot of professional movie studios use it too.
Yeah.
So
now, if you do go with Premiere though, honestly, I would recommend Premiere if you already know how to do like Photoshop, After Effects,
yeah,
Lightroom.
if you're a CS hound,
yes, if you know your way around some Adobe products, then go with Premiere. If not, go with Vegas. That's simple as that.
pretty much.
And question 2, is it better for a channel to have a mix of content or to focus on a single topic? For example, if I wanted to talk about how retro CRPGs and dank horses, would it be better to make 2 separate channels?
Those are very separate topics, so yeah, I would definitely say so. But just do one of the two, and then see if you have any success with it.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't fire off like both of them and then like see if the audience, because they want some consistency.
It's very rare that you see a person that has 2 channels and both are successful.
Yeah.
The only person I can think that grew 2 at once was Jeremy, oddly enough, but Unsleeved Media had a decent subscriber base before he started the quartering.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
All right, let's go to the chat here. Hardboiled says, "Let's talk about Baby It's Cold Outside. Every year they whine about it. Do they really find it problematic? Most likely, but there's it's stupid.
No, it's virtue signaling. Let's be real. It is virtue signaling, because so many people have taken that apart, and I've seen all kinds of arguments from it's a misogynistic ballad to it's actually very much a feminist song to
it is literally rape.
It's literally rape to it doesn't fucking matter. It's music, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's stupid. This whole thing is stupid.
Like transphobic. Like it's retarded. I hate Christmas music anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. Is Hatman hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3 next month?
No.
Me neither.
Absolutely not.
Also, thoughts on the new Mortal Kombat and which slasher villain should guest? Terminator. No, I actually don't want slasher villains in the next Mortal Kombat. I want a different theme. Give me something different. Give me
Terminator. I want Terminator.
Let's see here. Not to mention, how do you top the Predator? Like, seriously, the Predator.
Yeah,
the Predator wasn't just awesome. It was like one of the best characters in the game.
Predator. You had the Xenomorph in there too.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
Thoughts on Ralph Breaks the Internet probably being the worst movie in the Disney animated canon?
What? Ralph Breaks the Internet is not Home on the Range. Excuse you.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, it's not Home on the Range or Chicken Little.
Yeah, Chicken Little was pretty trash.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I was forced to watch that one by my former in-laws.
I'm very sorry.
Then I had sex with their daughter.
I'm not sorry for that. but no, it's not nearly that bad. No. Not nearly that bad. It's definitely not as good as the first Wreck-It Ralph for sure, but it's not total trash either.
Thanks, Satan.
Actually, it's Satine.
Thoughts on Shonen Jump's reading service where you pay $1.99 a month and get their entire catalog, and then being the #1 app on books on top of the App Store? Well, I mean, manga's very popular these days.
Yeah, why not?
That's a better deal than Comixology Unlimited is.
There you go. Yeah, I got no problem with that. I mean,
my whole thing is like everything in the Shonen Jump catalog I'm not really that interested in.
Yeah, I don't.
Like the manga that I have read that I have enjoyed is narrowed down to 3, I think. Devilman, Berserk, which those 2 were Young Animal, and Battle Angel Alita. None of which are Shonen Jump franchises.
Goblin Slayer is not a Shonen Jump franchise for sure.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer is good too, oddly enough. I actually ended up reading it and liking it. So there's 4 manga now. You guys are starting to convert me a little bit.
What is the worst movie in the Disney animated canon? Home on the Range, Chicken Little. I would honestly have to say Home on the Range is the worst of them all because it pretty much put a stake in Disney animation.
Yeah.
Like, only other 2D animated films that came out of Disney afterwards were Princess and the Frog and Winnie the Pooh. That's it.
Yep.
No. I would not put Black Cauldron on the list. Black Cauldron, for its faults, is not that bad.
No.
It really is not. Also, John Hurt as the Horned King is terrifying.
Hell yeah.
Yes. We don't count direct-to-DVD sequels. We're not.
Yeah, that's not the same. They don't
count
nearly have the budget.
No, we're talking about, like, animated feature-length films.
Is it true that in MMA the winner is the person to fist the what now? I'm sorry. Is usually the fist man to go down on the other man? What?
What?
No, I can speak as someone who wrestled in high school and has boxed and learned a bit of Muay Thai. That's not how fighting works.
Fantasia 2000 was not direct-to-video. That actually did have a theatrical release.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing it in theaters. It was great.
I didn't theaters, but I remember it playing at the theater, and I was like, "No, this is weird." The whole Donald Duck and Noah's Ark thing was strange,
yeah,
to say the least.
It was definitely much stranger than the original.
Oh, yeah.
Have we ever played WoW?
No.
No.
My girlfriend plays WoW, but I can't. Like I said, I can't into MMOs. Period. I do not have the commitment for that.
No lightsaber, no buy.
Be Prepared is not in the Lion King remake?
Not watching it. I already wasn't going to because you're not bringing back Jeremy Irons as Scar.
Yep. 0 out of 10. Fuck off.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Seriously.
No. How do you fuck up that bad?
What was the question from Autist Whisper? I missed it apparently.
What question was it? Thoughts on the resurgence of Macaulay Culkin, who's looking quite well in his collaborations with AVGN and Red Letter Media.
Good for him.
That episode of AVGN was hilarious.
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say anything. But
it was very good. Like the last like crossover, not really crossover, but like guest star episode that was someone like with some degree of fame to him was Lloyd Kaufman, and that was a little cringy, to be honest. This played off a whole hell of a lot better. Like it was great, and Macaulay Culkin was such a good sport about it too. So I haven't seen what he's done with Red Letter Media yet, but I'm glad he's doing well, and he certainly got his game still.
Yes, absolutely.
I did a review with James on Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, Jesus.
Really? That'd be a fun watch.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go watch that after this.
Okay. Thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077? Why is it your most anticipated game of
2077?
Nice. No, I am looking forward to it. It definitely looks fun. It looks like it's probably going to end up being what a lot of people wanted Deus Ex: Mankind Divided to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is a good thing. Competition's good.
Oh. Hard-Boiled Entertainment wants to know, have either of us seen Enchanted? If not, 3 words. Amy Adams, shower. That Big Trouble in Little China video might have to wait.
Well, I have to say this. I think that for Amy Adams, she's in great shape, but she's not like curvaceous at all, which is fine. All of her beauty, for the most part, like the big thing for her is it's her face and her eyes. Mm-hmm. The hair too. Like she is drop dead gorgeous, but like if you're trying to like convince me to look for like a nude scene, that's where you tell me Salma Hayek's in the movie. Just saying.
Oh Lord. But no, I haven't seen Enchanted before.
I haven't either. All right, guys, we have reached our hour mark.
Oh yes, we have. Wow.
So, let's go ahead and bring it to a close. Once again, if you are more interested in becoming going through Subscribestar for now, when it comes to patronage, please let us know. If we get at least 10 people committed, we will probably open it. But as of right now, we're not going to. We're going to just stick with Patreon. But other than that, I hope that everybody's hyped about the announcements. If you have any questions about it or anything like that, feel free to ask us on Twitter or anything along those lines. Don't forget to also put in your questions for Brainbox to gather for the overflow, which we'll do at some point later in the week. Obviously, Christmas is this week, so we'll try to fit it in where we can. Other than that, I got nothing else. What about you, Hatman?
I'm spent.
All right. Well, folks, we appreciate you guys stopping by. My name is Micah Curtis.
And I'm Alex Baldwin. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
We'll see you guys later. Deus Volt.
Deus Volt.